Picture this. You're at a coffee shop, and across the room sits a man who catches your attention. Not because he's the loudest in the room or commanding everyone's focus, but precisely because he isn't. He's observing, calculating, and present, but detached. While everyone else is performing for attention, he's quietly assessing who's worth his time. This is the Sigma male in his natural element, conducting invisible tests that most people don't even realize they're taking. In a world obsessed with alpha dominance and social hierarchies, the Sigma male operates on an entirely different frequency. According to research published in psychological studies, these independent, self-sufficient individuals don't follow traditional social scripts, they write their own. And when it comes to relationships, they've developed a sophisticated system of nonverbal evaluation that would make even the most skilled psychologists take notes. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on something rarely discussed: how Sigma males assess compatibility without uttering a single word. This isn't manipulation or game playing, it's strategic observation rooted in self-preservation and the pursuit of genuine connection. By the time you finish the script, you'll understand the silent language of testing that happens beneath the surface of every interaction. Tests that determine whether someone is authentic enough, independent enough, and emotionally intelligent enough to enter a Sigma's carefully guarded world.
The silence test, observing comfort and stillness. The first and perhaps most revealing test a Sigma male conducts is what I call the silence test. Research in nonverbal communication shows that approximately 55% of emotional communication occurred through body language, with only 7% through actual words. Sigma males understand this instinctively. When a Sigma male goes quiet, and this will happen frequently, he's not being rude or disinterested. He's creating a vacuum to see what fills it. Will she immediately scramble to fill the silence with nervous chatter, revealing her discomfort with stillness? Or will she match his energy, comfortable in the shared quiet, perhaps even enjoying the pause? According to studies on relationship dynamics, couples who can synchronize their nonverbal behaviors, including comfortable silences, report higher levels of intimacy and satisfaction. The Sigma male knows this intuitively. He's looking for someone who doesn't need constant validation through conversation, someone whose self-worth isn't dependent on filling every moment with noise. This test reveals emotional security. An insecure person treats silence as something dangerous, a void that must be immediately plugged. But a confident, self-aware woman recognizes silence as simply another form of communication. She understands that connection doesn't require constant verbal affirmation. The independence observation, monitoring self-sufficiency. Sigma males are defined by their fierce independence and self-reliance. Research from marriage.com identifies independence as a core Sigma trait. They thrive alone and don't need external structures to define their worth. Consequently, they're attracted to women who mirror this quality. The independence test happens subtly. A Sigma male will step back and observe how a woman handles situations without his intervention. When plans fall through, does she adapt and create her own solution? Or does she immediately look to him to fix everything? When he's unavailable for a few days due to work or personal projects, does she respect his space and maintain her own life? Or does she become anxious and demanding? This isn't about playing games or deliberately creating distance. It's about authentic assessment. According to psychological research on personality traits, Sigma males value authenticity above all else. They're testing whether a woman's independence is genuine or performative. Studies show that partners who maintain individual identities and pursuits report higher long-term relationship satisfaction. The Sigma male understands this. He's looking for someone who doesn't need him. He's looking for someone who chooses him while remaining complete on her own. He'll notice if she maintains her friendships, pursues her goals, and has a rich life independent of him. This isn't coldness, it's wisdom. Two whole people create a healthy relationship. Two half people searching for completion create dysfunction. The reaction test, assessing emotional regulation. Perhaps the most critical test involves observing emotional reactions under various circumstances. Research published in the Journal of Relationships indicates that emotional regulation and the ability to handle conflict constructively are primary predictors of relationship longevity. The Sigma male will observe, sometimes creating scenarios, sometimes simply watching naturally occurring situations, how a woman handles stress, disappointment, or unexpected changes. Does she spiral into drama at the first inconvenience? Does she blame others when things don't go her way? Or does she demonstrate resilience and emotional maturity? This isn't about expecting perfection. Sigma males understand that everyone has emotional moments. What they're assessing is the pattern. According to behavioral psychology, consistent patterns reveal character far more accurately than isolated incidents. He's watching how she treats service workers when there's a mistake with her order. He's noting her response when plans change last minute. He's observing whether she can discuss differing opinions without becoming defensive or hostile. These seemingly small moments reveal enormous truths about emotional intelligence and compatibility. Studies on couple interactions show that partners who demonstrate emotional regulation during conflicts report significantly higher relationship satisfaction. The Sigma male knows that anyone can be pleasant when everything is perfect. Character reveals itself under pressure.
The authenticity assessment, detecting genuineness. Sigma males have finely tuned authenticity detectors honed through years of observing social dynamics from the outside. Research identifies their ability to see through facades as a core trait. They're natural observers who notice inconsistencies others miss. The authenticity test happens through observation of behavioral consistency. Does her personality change dramatically depending on who's around? Does she present different versions of herself to different audiences? Or is there a core consistency that suggests genuine self-knowledge? He'll notice if she's performative on social media versus how she acts in private. He'll observe whether her actions align with her stated values. According to psychological research, behavioral consistency is a hallmark of psychological integration, knowing yourself well enough that you don't fragment into different personas depending on context. This isn't about expecting someone to be the same in every situation. Normal social adaptation is healthy. What the Sigma detects is deeper inauthenticity, the person who has no real core, who's constantly performing whatever version she thinks will be most appealing. Studies show that authentic self-presentation is correlated with relationship satisfaction and longevity. The Sigma male isn't interested in a curated performance. He's seeking the messy, real, complicated truth of who someone actually is. He can't connect with a facade, no matter how polished. The boundary test, respecting personal space. Given that Sigma males value their autonomy and personal space intensely, they conduct careful observations around boundary respect. Research on Sigma traits identifies their need for solitude and independence as fundamental to their personality structure. This test is simple but revealing. How does she respond when he needs space? When he says he needs a weekend to work on a project alone, does she respect that? Or does she interpret his need for solitude as rejection? According to relationship psychology, healthy relationships require both connection and autonomy. Partners who can give each other space without anxiety maintain stronger, more resilient bonds. The Sigma male needs a partner who understands this balance instinctively. He'll observe whether she can maintain her own emotional equilibrium during his absences. Does she trust him, or does she immediately become suspicious and controlling? Trust and respect for boundaries are non-negotiable for Sigma males. Their alone time isn't about her, it's about their fundamental need for solitude to recharge and maintain their sense of self. Studies on attachment styles show that secure individuals can handle separation without anxiety. The Sigma male is testing for the secure attachment, not the anxious type who constantly seeks reassurance, nor the avoidant meets type who never truly connects. He needs someone who can dance the complex dance between closeness and independence. The value alignment observation, assessing deeper compatibility. Beyond surface-level attraction,
Sigma males observe for value alignment. Research indicates that shared core values are among the strongest predictors of long-term relationship success. This test happens through deep listening and observation during conversations about meaningful topics. What does she value? How does she spend her time? What brings her meaning? How does she treat people when there's no benefit to herself? The Sigma male is watching for character revealed through choices. Does she talk about depth topics, or is everything superficial? Does she demonstrate curiosity and intellectual engagement? Does she have principles she actually lives by? According to psychological research, partners with aligned values report significantly higher satisfaction because their fundamental worldviews are compatible. The Sigma male isn't looking for someone identical to him. He values independent thinking, but he needs compatible foundations. He's testing whether she can engage with complex ideas, whether she's growing and evolving, and whether she takes her own development seriously. Sigma males are typically on continuous self-improvement journeys. They need a partner who is also committed to growth, not someone content with stagnation. Conclusion. Understanding how Sigma males test women without words isn't about manipulation. It's about understanding a fundamentally different approach to relationships. While others are performing and chasing, Sigma males are observing and assessing. They're looking for genuine compatibility, not temporary attraction. Every silence, every moment of independence, every emotional challenge, every boundary, these are all windows into deeper truth. The Sigma male trusts behavioral patterns over words because actions reveal authentic character. If you're being tested by a Sigma male, remember, authenticity is your greatest asset. You can't perform your way into his world. You can only be genuinely yourself and let him observe whether that genuine self aligns with his. And if it does, you've earned something rare, the trust and attention of someone who guards both carefully. These tests might seem cold to some, but they're actually deeply intentional. In a world full of superficial connections, Sigma males are searching for something real. Their silent tests are simply the tools they use to find it. And for the woman who passes, she gains a partner who chose her with full awareness, complete intention, and unwavering certainty. The question isn't whether you can pass these tests. The question is, are you authentic enough that passing them requires no performance at all?